We're going through the manual on the KO2. We're at section 5. We're at the guide conventions. Sometimes you're going to need to press buttons in sequence, sometimes in combination. These illustrations and text will help you to follow along the guide. To press a button, tap it and release. Tap it and release. To hold the button, hold it and press it down. Keep it pressed down. You see the hand pop up? We're keeping it pressed down. That's a tap. Many of the knobs and buttons have different functionality depending on the context. As we're going to learn, we're again at the top level of what these things are going to do. So again, going slow, we're taking our time. We haven't made any beats yet, but we've opened up what's going on in here. So we first move to our single press. A single button in a cell is for a single press. These are, again, this is what the manual is going to refer to. So probably you're going to end up jumping back to parts because you're going to go, what did that mean again? Oh, right, single press, double press. So just take this all in slow, and then we're going to implement those things. I think we're going through the manual, right? We're going to learn what they want us to know. So a combination press is multiple buttons in a cell divided by a plus is for a combination press. And if you've gone through the OPZ, you know this. If you've gone through any teenage gear, you should know this. We're gonna move this back in for influence, for energy. We're gonna move this back in for influence and energy because if you learn the theory to one, you're gonna learn the theory to all. And it's been amazing to watch the coding and each one of these instruments kind of influence the other ones from my perspective. So just keep in mind, if you're going to remember these things for the first time on your KO, you end up like in the T6, you're going to go, oh, shift and menu is the menu, shift and effects, etc. But, keep in mind that the things you learn are going to apply for other things, which, then you think, oh, right, if you learn electron have a theory of learning. So I think for me, the fun of each piece of gear, we're going to bring the influences all the way out, is, this is from America, this is from Japan, these guys are from Sweden. There's all kinds of different mindsets working at once. So on a deeper level, as we learn, keep those things in mind. Bang, 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 bang. Sequence press. Multiple buttons in a cell divided by an arrow is for a sequence press. So that probably means we're going to go press something and then single hold. The hold icon above a single button means you're supposed to long hold. Hold, hold, long hold. Combination hold. Multiple buttons divided by a plus is for a combination hold. So that means you might, when we erase things, that's a long hold. You saw it delete the fader movements. So again, we're going to memorize all those movements. I wouldn't even say make anything until you kind of really have as you, get dexterous or swift with it, you'll start to make stuff on accident, I believe, as we look at, again, all of our things that are going to influence ideas of everything, basically. We tapped and hold. We're going to tap, then hold. So we could tap, then hold. We're going to learn about that. The pads will show a value when any pad can be pressed or value type. So again, we can press tempo and write 125. When we move to 125, we could hit sound and we could type 300. So again, we're calculating, we're computing over here. XY parameter. When a knob is shown in a cell, this describes turning the knob. So you're going to see the knob icon. Oh, look, it's happening. So if that, they're going to teach us, And our fader positions. So if it's saying up, we're at the max. If we're saying bottom, it's at the minimum. And we have our middle hold. So again, you're going to, be influenced by Lee Scratch Perry or any of our heroes manipulating these machines and hopefully create your own style, your own view, your own sense of time, or not, your on-grid, off-grid. These things are going to support all those visions you have as you get locked into it. Sometimes you'll need to press buttons in a sequence, sometimes in a combination. These illustrations and text will help you to follow along in the guide. Now that will conclude our section on guide conventions.